Hello everyone, how is it going? Welcome. Uh, yeah, there does seem to be a little bit of a lag in the transition, but I think that's just because my stream computer's probably having a pretty hard time. But looks like we are good to go. Everything is set up, so welcome on in everybody. We are not gonna waste a bunch of time today. Let me do one thing real quick. Yep, sorry about that. Forgot to close my door. That wouldn't have been very good to get interruption midstream. So let me get my stuff back to where I had it. Alrighty, now we're back. Where we left off yesterday, we were at the Midas Rei, but we stuck off there because it was about 10:30 at night, and I had work the next day. So, which was today, and since today is Friday, we're gonna go finish up the storyline and then see what we can get up to. But first, administrivia stuff, which means my research and all that good stuff that is boring to watch, but is where the progression happens in the game. As we love doing dailies, don't we? So, and yeah, Casey, I'm not sure what's going on with your stream, but like my monitor looks just fine, and it's a completely separate PC, so it's not direct on it from OBS. Maybe try a different resolution. I mean, I'm not really sure or what might be going on, to be honest. I mean, Twitch can be weird. Alright, so we got that. Now, rep stuff. Yay! Because everyone loves doing reputation, right? And collect reward. Select. Fill. Okay. Collect reward. Select. Fill. And the cycle goes on. And on. And on. And on. And on. And on. Oh, it looks like those got started. It just did not register for some reason. Okie dokie. That's fine though. Let's see, and we're not gonna worry about that. Counter command, we're not gonna worry about that. First things first. We are going to do a random TFO and get our daily reward for that. Join random, and we'll see what we get. Meow. Oh, and we are already kicking off. Let's freaking go. Now, how well we're going to do, I don't know, but I like to think we're going to do a little bit better than we did before. I just really wish I could expand the UI size. See, while we're waiting, it's brightness. Okay, so I guess we'll probably fix that a little bit. I need to figure out how to expand or enlarge the GUI.
Listen up. The war has not been going well for the Federation, and the Klingons are...
Oh, I really don't like this era of Star Trek. So you have an Intrepid. Hold on. Sorry, I don't think you need or wanted to watch me sneeze.
Here they come.
Okay, let's hop to it.
We're prepping for evac of non-essential personnel and civilians.
Get over here. Come on. Yeah, birds of prey. There we go. Clean up complete.
There's a break in incoming warp signatures. We may have a short amount of time before more arrive.
Yeah, a bunch of
Reading some
Imperial
heavier ships
starships.
incoming. Raiders and battle cruisers. Evacuation field is launching. Give them cover.
Ooh, there we go. Yeah, that one didn't even make it into orbit. I think the Decatur needs to get good. It's a skishy.
Ship is launching. Give them cover.
This is Andor. Our shields are taking hits, and we could use an escort.
Yeah, that sounds like he might need to get good.
An evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover. The Klingons are regrouping again. Get into position to prepare for the next assault. Here come the Klingon battleships. Keep fighting!
And here we go again.
Give them cover.
And nicely buttoned up. Moving on to the next one.
Roosevelt is in need of aid. Can you draw off some of those enemy ships?
Ding ding ding.
For now. I don't know how much longer we can keep up with this kind of...
Okay, so now that we got the reward, which means we have more fleet marks, we might be able to make some fleet progress. So that's going to be next up on the agenda. Starbase, upgrading Starbase. At 618. I'm pretty sure we need way more than that. Oh, and the dilithium quota is filled. Sweet. So we just need fleet marks to upgrade the starbase to tier 2. Anywho. We have not done any of those yet, so... we are going to do that one, and then we are going to... we're going to go ahead and beam up to the ship. Oh my god, for a second there I thought that dude was Hamtaro. What the fuck? Yeah, I think I'm seeing things at this point. I really do. The X, Like, the command works. It will throw things at me. I haven't got the exact stuff I had before set up. But it will drown me. It will throw stuff at me. I promise you, it will work. And
Thanks
I
for
will.
joining me aboard the Midas
Oh
Rei.
no, it's incoming.
Let's get you up to speed.
Oh
The
no.
Chimerans, a suspected variant of the Borg from yet another universe, have boarded part of the array. I was sent here to study them.
Oh no, I
But it's
see that
clear
it's
they're
incoming.
hostile
I
towards
can
us.
feel it.
I'm afraid our attempts at communication have not been effective.
I know there's a little bit of delay usually on the commands. It's not instant anymore for some reason. No, it was fixed. It did work. I don't know why it's not working right now, but I just started a group, so I will look at it here when I'm done.
And override those interlink nodes. You need to take the stairs to find the first interlink nodes.
Oh god, it's this one.
Chimerans are lurking in the area. Keep your eyes open.
Okay, so we punch them, they don't send their big guy after us.
The final interlink node has been overridden. You can head back to the shuttle bay.
Okay, this is actually going a lot faster, but...
Everything okay? Take the turbo lift to the next deck.
Hey, there we go. I can't believe we're doing all this just to fix a freaking solar array.
Good, you made it. To access that ray... Good. My research shows Chimerans not only affect humanoid psyches, but tap into them.
do that. Let's see why they didn't trigger. Do.
Great. You've overridden 2 interlink nodes. Just 2 more left.
Come on, need someone.
All interlink nodes have been overridden. Head to primary antenna control. I get the feeling we'll need some help after all of this. I'm calling for backup. Director Hugh, this is Captain Esri Dax, requesting reinforcements at the Midas Array.
Copy that, Esri. I'm sending over a recommendation on who to call in. Good luck.
More Chimerans incoming.
It just who to call in, not coming in to actually help. I see how it is.
Quick, target the apex with the isoboramine stream. Damn, the apex is invulnerable again. Take out that swarm in the meantime.
And reset back up my turret, because we all need turrets. Do, 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 do.
The isoboramine is lingering. The apex can't maintain its shield. It seems frenzied.
Now just punch him.
I think you and your task force just bought us all some time. Without your assistance, The Midas array would have been lost to the Chimerans by now. That said, our efforts haven't stopped more of them from beaming onto other decks. Their target.
Yep, I got the TFO reward, so that means we now actually go to the Midas array in regular, so we can proceed on with the story. Well, at least we're making progress. And we're gonna warp out to the galaxy at large, and USS Cappucino is now out and about now to see why that command was not working properly. That's kind of bothering me now because I know for a fact I tested that crap and it worked. Twitch channel points. That's curious. Why did it delete it? Add command to existing. Hydrate. Trigger. You know, what really kind of bugs me about this, I know for a fact it was working the other day. Let's see. Trigger. This is what should have worked. So, you know what? That's why it didn't work. In VTube Studio. Let me guess, it is not connected to Twitch. Discord reactive, Twitch. Okay, now let's see if that actually connects. And it did not. So, give me like 3 seconds here now that I know what's wrong with it. So we'll be right back. Okay, so... Oh, crap, let me get back to that. So... Well, the good news, I I know what's broken. The bad news, I can't fix it because for some reason the throwing system does not want to re-authenticate to Twitch. So I'm gonna try and fix that offline so it doesn't break again next stream. How easy that's gonna be, I have no clue at this point, but that is the ultimate goal. And back to VTube Studio. So I'm wondering how I can fix that without... the services page. Yeah, I'm wondering if that is gonna be the ultimate fix. Six niner. Oh, 1 second. Okay, so what I thought might fix it, in short, does not actually fix it, so I will revisit that off stream. And before I forget, I'm going to go ahead and refund the points for that. Let's see if I can actually remember where that is. Where did I even see that? Reward request queue. Reward request. Let's go ahead and reject all and refund because my redeems have been so screwed up. And the queue is now ticking down. So that means stuff is refunded, and everything should be honky-dory for now. I hope. Boop. Okay, there we go. Okay, now that everyone's refunded. What's it doing? I don't want it to do it. Ah, stop. Okay, there. Now we're going to go to the Midas Rei, which is where we just were. Okay, ooh, we are scooting. They transport 24 to the Midas Rei. Only transport 24. Yeah, we're just going a tiny bit fast there.
Glad you made it. And relieved. The level of environmental corruption down here is... And comms are still disrupted. Can you hear...
Captain Dax, status report.
No time to explain. I recommend yellow alert. The Chimerans have placed beacons in the system to summon more of their kind.
Understood.
Clear the system and stay alert. Those beacons are emitting a powerful psionic signal.
Gates cloaking device, and we're close to weapons range.
Screech, squirm. The Genresi feast on the thrill of your despair. Your vessel will be absorbed, devoured, every piece of matter consumed.
Doo-doo-doo. Oh my X! My why? That actually scared me for a minute. What the fuck? Oh my god. That is so loud in my headset. Oh my god, I have to pull up my headset. That is so loud. Oh my god. That is... Was that because of the refund? Oh, I cannot concentrate. Oh my god. Like no joke, X, I actually mildly panicked at the start there. It was like, what the hell? Why are these starships farting? Like, wait, no, they're not. Damn it. And I forgot to clear my inventory. So... okay, now I can actually hear again. You know, I might actually, now that I got it working right, so I was wrestling with that for about a good solid 2.5 weeks. Yeah, flak a barrage.
Midas array sensors indicate you've destroyed a beacon. Keep it up. The array beam is a tri-quantum pulse wave. It's holding that unstable portal open.
A tri-quantum, like that is, if that's not Trek jargon, I don't know what is.
From hull to husk, your vessel will be dissected. No, contorted. No, consumed.
The array is picking up on an energy spike originating from the multiversal portal.
And now we are repaired. But yeah, I figured out why the hydrate didn't redeem, even though it did work a while ago when I tested it. Is for some reason, the throwing system is not authenticating with Twitch, and it thinks it is. So it's not actually getting any data from Twitch for some reason. The other stuff works because it's going through Mixbot, but the throw command is not for some reason. So I'm going to wrestle with the V2 Studio tonight.
Borg vessel incoming. Its quantum signature matches our universe,
Whoa.
but it's been infected by the Chimerans.
That's...
Twist, ship by ship, devour, consume.
That is a weird looking Borg ship.
Feasting, stretching, devouring whole.
Doo, 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 doo.
Well done. I've cleared up the array's comms, but I'm not sure how long it'll last.
Oh, that's a big explosion.
Alliance reports indicate that this Chimeran Borg vessel traveled here from the 13 SETI system.
The 13th city? Yeah, that's right, my crew and I were present when it was created, or in that system, or alongside Admiral Kumaraki and Captain Nathpar. Things didn't exactly go as planned.
Well, let's act fast. We need more data on that multiversal portal to shut it down. And without support on the ground, I won't be able to get the technology aboard the array that's holding it open.
The Cappuccino's scans show the portal has been corrupted by psionic energy. We could perform a chronometric or dating or drift analysis.
Right, to replicate the conditions that led to the portal's creation, and allow us to reverse engineer that process. Creative, and worth a shot. Can you transfer me the data in real time?
Disrupted comms might cause delays or fragmentation, but that should be possible. Let me get the data. I'll go to
This portal's
impulse.
chronometric signature places its conception at roughly 5 hours ago.
That timestamp correlates with a localized rupture in space-time originating from an unknown source. Scans show the portal's drift vector has a decay rate of 0.015 radians per second, delayed by the array's triquantum pulse wave. If we invert the wave's polarity, we could engineer the opposite effect and expedite the portal's collapse. We can work with that. Hang on.
In theory.
Sensors are picking up an incoming energy signature.
Brace yourself. Something's coming through.
A runabout?
Mayday, Mayday. This is Operator Z. This is a call into the void, I'm sure, but I gotta try. Structural integrity is compromised beyond repair and emergency protocols.
Mirror
activated.
Universe
Does
Esri?
anyone copy? Anyone? Array comms are failing again. Your signal is weak. I repeat, this is Tegan. This shuttle is about to blow. I'm setting a course for the nearest stable structure. Preparing for transport in 3, 2.
Oh no.
The Midas array has recorded an explosion near its central dish. Are you all right?
So Esri is meeting her mirror self. This is gonna be awkward.
I'm critically outnumbered. Need you to beam down here. And don't bring too much backup along. Safety in smaller numbers. And I'd never ask you to, but chances of survival are very low. As are mine if you don't make it down here soon. Act fast.
The Elm set course. It's just a little 1/2 impulse power. Let's make a good scan. Danube class debris. To identify Danube class registry. Unknown. Vessel not matching standard Starfleet protocols. Breached core. Elevator residual energy. Associated theta band, typically associated with sonic phenomena. Says 5 years. Oh god. Neural navigation interface. Irreparable. Last access 1 year, 5 months, 78 days. Recover transmission log. Sender corrupted. Recipient USS Cappucino. Duration 15.83 seconds. Status partial data recovery 78% integrity. Print last known log entry. Damn it, comms are jammed. I repeat, this is Tegan. The shuttle is about to blow. City course to the nearest stable structure. Range on 3, 2, 1. The life signs or biological remains have been detected. Perhaps you transported in time. Away team. Let's see. I want Denantra with me as luck. You're with me. The hologram. Oh, you come to think of it, that's probably not a good idea on my part. I'm taking a Ferengi hologram. This is
I see you
creepy.
made it aboard. However, your bridge officer is missing. Something caused your pattern to shift midstream. You've materialized in the wrong location. Signal is distant. Unfortunately, comms are still compromised. Likely to improve as you get closer. You'll need to find me in the shuttle bay. I'm in the middle of an experiment.
Wait,
Confirm
good
some suspicions I've carried for a while now. Good luck and stay alert.
Yeah, understood, Captain. Like I said, didn't send us empty-handed. We got access codes and everything. We'll see you in a minute. You know, this is a very creepy place when it is deserted. Holy crap.
Everything all right? The DAC symbiont picked up on a psionic reverberation.
And I just saw my shadow fly. Chimeran body.
Focal interface activated. Chimeran neural processor linked to tricorder matrix. Unit calibrated for Chimeran psionic subspace frequency and localized data acquisition. Neural processor properties. Psionic activity detection. Environmental threat assessment. Force body analysis. Focal interface activated. Neural processor command log. Consume. 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 Destroy. 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 Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
That is very interesting.
Vocal interface act.
That's creepy. He's just sitting there. The one just laying there. Ew, he's not happy. He is not happy at all. And that thing's about to say hello, isn't it? Why is it showing me within a weapon when my weapon is my fists?
Psionic activity is increasing in your location. Caution advised.
Your thoughts, feelings, fear.
Oh, where it hits so hard you vaporize people.
Devoured, swallowed whole.
And that is what I call some hard-hitting melee. Hitting them so hard they
You're on the right
vaporize.
path. Comms are improving. Signal is getting closer. Heads up. Second signal heading for the ship. Stay sharp.
En route.
Foreign body analysis. Scan results. Chimeran pustule. Static. Gestating. Composition. 35% multicellular bioform. 20% cybernetic augmentation. 45% vermiform embryo. Properties. Psionic emission. Viscous retention field
Yeah.
affecting movement speed. Vulnerabilities.
This
Directed
is
energy.
disgusting.
Extreme heat. Trinitro-toluene charges. Store. Cryogenic suspension capsule at 77 Kelvin. Warning. Surrounding viscous compounds are hazardous. Compounds will evaporate upon collection or destruction of the source pustule.
So shoot to kill or collect the store. Understood. And and the roundhouse kick wins again.
Comms have cleared, and your signal is strong. You're almost here. You'll need to take the turbo lift to get to the shuttle bay. I had to seal the doors in your area.
Understood. I get the feeling I probably need to more thoroughly inspect the coal. Is this not the core room? Oh, yes it is. Now I got pustules to collect. And
Environmental risk level has increased. Caution advised.
Open your mind. Surrender your soul. We will absorb you. Inhabit you.
And I did collect the module. Sweet. And that's a really big one. That's kind of disconcerting. It's 4.
Great, you made it. Over here.
And that's the mirror Esri. She looks a little worse for wear.
Not so fast. Operator? But you're... I thought you didn't make it. Stand back. No sudden moves. Hands where I can see them. You're... me. Esri. Haven't heard that in a while. It's Operator Z now. Has been for years. Well, I'll be damned. So this is what's on the other side of that portal.
This just took a weird turn.
Nice pips. You're still a member of Starfleet? And you're... not? But I'm assuming you're here to help. Are reinforcements coming? Reinforcements? There's nothing but decay on my side of the fence. Looks like you're living a pretty comfortable life over here in comparison. Comfortable? We're in the middle of a galaxy-wide invasion, and our fleet was sabotaged by former allies who turned out to be Borg. You were allied with the Jean Resi. Those. They're from my universe. Oh, no. Not those. We call those Chimerans. Speaking of, I've got some pretty bad news. As suspected, Chimerans are indeed Borg. They're also Trill, I know. My whole universe is swarming with them. Chimerans are also immune to assimilation, including Ethereal fusion.
So they're Trill?
They also can't be reasoned with.
Oh, God.
They're volatile and corrupted beyond reach. Glad we agree. Listen, I'd love to chat. But as your friend probably saw, my shuttle was blown to pieces by temporal compression. You all still have a symbiosis commission here? I need to hitch a ride to Trill and warn them. We do, but I can't let you leave, Operator. It's too dangerous. We need to get to the array's primary antenna control. There's a tri-quantum beam in there that we can use to close up that portal. I'm sorry, Z. We can't let it stay open. Fine by me. I've got few reasons to go back, and truth be told, I need your help.
And that would probably be 2 of them right there.
Heads up. We've got company. We can't let them take over the array.
We feast on your fear, your futility. Entropy is inevitable.
I'm not leaving a single one of these bastards standing. Not in my universe, and not in this one.
And hitting so hard they vaporize. Knock me down, I'm just gonna punch you.
Don't
They
forget
also-
about those Chimeran pustules.
And pick up the sample, pick up the sample. Actually, I did see him falling from the ceiling, but then I was too busy kind of punching him. He's like, oh, raptor punch. Ooh, another raptor punch.
It's good to see you again. I regret accepting help from the Ethereans so quickly. I'm sure many agree. I thought I had gotten pretty good at reading people over the years, but trust the Borg to fool any of us once in a while. Do you want to talk about our last meeting? How are you and Admiral Kumarke holding up since our last encounter with the Borg? The Aventine is being stripped of Etherean upgrades and diagnosed for sabotage with the help of Director Hugh and the Cooperative.
Oh,
I
that we
boarded
had
the
from the
array
last
with
one.
the shuttle and my advance team. I didn't want my arrival to seem imposing. This started off as a low-risk recon mission with the intent of engaging in peaceful first contact, not
if it was during a
combat.
cutscene, I might have actually
that.
overlooked it.
Tactical data acquired by the Alliance now confirms the Chimerans exhibit patterns of targeted aggression towards Borg variants and other
targeted
quantum universes.
aggression.
They are also strongly drawn to protomatter. My research also reveals that a Chimeran's genetic framework is dominant in its expression, nullifying any Etherean genomic contributions. In short, they're immune to fusion and manipulation.
Oh boy! So basically, they're a super genetic Borg. That's really not good.
The million latinum question that I happen to have an answer to. I located an unlicensed stock of protomatter containers in the primary antenna control room. They're flocking to it. I'm not sure how it got there or why they're interested in it. Maybe Operator Z can enlighten us before we move on. Anything you can share is valuable to us. Well, the Jean Resi were Borg long before they were Trill. In my universe, the Symbiosis Commission attempted to thwart the Borg by creating an army of joined Trill. That backfired, obviously.
Oh
What do you
hell!
want to know? When our world was one of the last standing against the Borg, desperate times called for desperate measures. An augmented army seemed like the only viable solution.
That didn't exactly pan out
What
good,
do you
did
want
it?
to know? One of our brightest scientists, an egotistical Nakaj, created a protomatter-based serum and worked together with the Symbiosis Commission to experiment on select hosts and symbionts. What do you want to know?
Why is it they always make genetic augment stuff?
The Commission helped track down some of our best symbionts, and by that, I mean symbionts whose former hosts had stood the test of time, fought in countless wars, and thwarted previous Borg onslaughts. They were resilient and ruthless in equal measure.
And Dax was among them,
What do you wanna
wasn't it? Said me listen to instructions as who wants the data when it's time to send it. Alrighty?
The Symbiosis Commission used a protomatter-based serum on the symbionts that was supposed to heighten their psionic abilities and provide them with biological tools to resist assimilation. Instead, it drove them to madness. And the Borg absorbed that madness when they one day broke through our world's defenses and assimilated all of Trill.
That explains it.
The Commission used the Tegan family's mining company to facilitate the extraction and stabilization of protomatter across our entire galaxy, and then used it to experiment on my people. When it became clear their project had gone wrong, it was already too late.
Oh
The Borg
hell!
were on their
So basically, the Trill government kind of screwed over her family. That's kind of what I'm gathering here.
What do you want to know? How were they able to break through the Trill's defenses? And how were they able to establish such a firm footing in your universe? And what about our allies? Starfleet, the Federation, the Borg Cooperative. The cooperative you speak of doesn't exist where I come from. In my universe, the Borg gained the upper hand in the incursion of 2409, when they invaded the Vega colony.
Oh, so they
The
just
crew
went
of
right
the
for it.
USS Aventine, one of Starfleet's finest, was tasked with a crucial mission. They abandoned the ship when the Borg boarded them. Their mission was unsuccessful, according to reports anyway.
The Aventine.
I helped retake the Vega colony from the Borg and drive them from that sector. But of course, you never made it because you left. I wonder who captained the Aventine.
I get the sense this might be a conversation for another time. Speaking of captains, do these three Chimera Borg have a queen?
As far as I can tell, they're just a horde without a head and no one to guide them. Trust no one who wishes to be their queen or otherwise control them. They can't be controlled and they can't be bargained with. Striving to do so only ends in death. Now these Borg seek out proto-matter as sustenance without knowing why. I don't know how so much of it ended up aboard your array. There's none of it left in my universe.
So, before we go, you recognized me earlier, right?
You're right. This might be hard to believe, but I owe you. The other you. Back in my universe, your counterpart was one of the leaders of the uprising. You fought alongside me in the faction wars of 2411.
Interesting.
On the eve of the fall of the Federation, you gave your life in battle to protect me from an incoming blow. So even though I'm eager to get to Trill, I'm just as eager to repay you. Any version of you. You've got my word. Lead the way.
I appreciate it telling me. So, Captain, what's the plan?
Fight our way through this array and make it to primary antenna control so we can reverse engineer the tri-quantum beam and close that multiversal portal. Let's hope we find your bridge officer along the way. I'll also be collecting Chimeran pustules. Director Hugh of the Cooperative is calling in a favor. Actually, I could use a hand if you see any along the way. And turn off that
Understood.
tricorder's voice output, would ya? We're practically announcing our next move to the enemy.
Understood. Going to the lower decks.
I've managed to locate your bridge officer's position. We'll be with them in no time.
Understood. Let's go. Luck.
Your officer might need shore
elevator.
leave after all of this. Z, did you have a crew? Once upon a time. I travel alone now, and I prefer it that way. It's easier. Don't leave any of those pustules behind. Who knows what they could turn into?
Sample container, sample container. D.
Look out. These creeps are stalking the hallways. These parasites are beyond hope. They only deal in destruction.
And I need to get more of the pustules. It punching so hard they vaporize. Oh, LFC Elite.
There's a storeroom nearby. call it a shortcut.
And I got 5, which means I only need 2 more of those things.
Yeah, keep talking to us like you know what it means. Corrupted dirtbags.
Do. And that is the best way to handle any problem. Just punch your way through.
We've made it this far. There's no turning back. We're closing in on primary antenna control, and I'm not sure what awaits us there. Can we still count on you, Z? My loyalties lie with your friend. But I could make an exception.
Lucky us then. Let's keep going. Which door is it? Oh, there it is. And
we're almost there. Stick together, everyone.
Analyze the tendril.
Foreign body analysis. Scan results. Chimeran pustule. Status. Gestating. Composition. 35% multicellular bioform. 20% cybernetic augmentation. 45% vermiform embryo. Properties. Psionic emissions. This gives...
yeah, that was definitely not what was displayed on the screen, but this looks like it's getting more and more biological. I don't like this. This
they
looks
really
like...
have a knack for leaping at you when you least expect it, huh?
You must join. Join. And never leave.
I'm not joined now, and I never will be. Request denied, asshole.
Nope, this... You give him down the country, Z. And punched down. Yeah, so I guess these chimeras are basically trill versions of the Borg. Which is a creepy thought in its own right. There we go. Boom it up. Whoa, that thing looks like something out of Warhammer. What the frick? It looks like a servitor that's angry, and that's saying something.
Let's take these vermin out.
Okay, we gotta take down the servitor.
We have to take down this chimeran so we can get to the beam.
We are ready.
We
We are all.
You are nothing. You will never know happiness or pain.
The abyss gives. It promise endless. Symbiosis frees the bloated mind.
Not that kind of symbiosis, buddy. Okay, that sounded a little bit more like a Tholian than it did a Trill. Yeah, these guys must have been desperate to mess with or such a finite resource. Oh, and I died right as I popped my healing nanites. What? Oh. Can I move, please? Maybe quit knocking me over, you piece of junk. Arr. There's my mouse. Okay, so I guess remodulating don't matter if I just have to freaking respawn anyway. Almost down, come on, one more time, one more, let's go!
That's it. That's all of them.
Whew.
We did it.
put that thing away. Alrighty, now
We
what?
send the data we gathered on the Chimeran pustules over to the cooperative via one of the consoles in this room. Then Director Hugh can get started on his research. This can't wait. Z, watch my back. I'll reverse the polarity of that beam and close up the portal. Time to say goodbye to the hellhole you came from.
Yep. Step on the accelerator, Dax. Syncing up. Skateboard cooperative.
I need your help over here. I've disabled security protocols and reversed the polarity. Something's not lining up.
Yeah, try to reroute the Eric's slash to one of the auxiliary grids.
The polarity's been reversed, but something's wrong. This portal is being held open somehow. We might only have one option here.
Yes, and we travel to the other side. What do you think, Z? 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 Oh no.
Her vitals are deteriorating, and fast. This is it. There's no reversing a Shanres infection. Don't be so sure. I've got a lot of experience in reversing different types of Borg assimilation.
She may be right there, Captain.
This is different. Trust me. It's not working. We need to get her to your sickbay. It's too late. I'd rather die than become an abomination. Take me out, operator. Just stay with me. We'll get you to my husband, Julian. He's a doctor. That bastard? Dr. Bashir is also a brilliant surgeon. Yeah.
Wow.
Too brilliant. Norval was right.
So, I'm gathering she didn't get along with her Bashir.
Try to control me. Who? Who will come for you? Z? Just end it. Happy to die. Like I said, I owe you one. You can't save everyone, Ezri. I know.
Nope. Well, crap.
She's right. We can't leave her here. Let's get to that portal.
Let her die at home. Ooh, the Midas Rei ain't looking so good. The Cappucino going through.
A Chimeran Unimatrix in the Alpha Quadrant. Z wasn't kidding. This dimension has fallen to the Borg.
Holy
Is that
crap.
the Harmony? And another tri-quantum wave beam. Well, I don't think we've been spotted yet.
Yep. So time to engage Cloak and kick some
Long-range
tail.
sensors indicate the Harmony's weapons platform is dormant. But if you ask me, we can never be too careful.
Oh, that iconic profile looks so good. Agreed, we need to deal with the beam. Engage Cloak or power up to attack.
The Harmony looks a little different since my last encounter with it.
And why do we decloak for that?
Like clockwork, never trust a sitting duck.
Resist, and you shall be consumed. Accept the Legion's embrace.
Oh crap.
The hive beacons are powering the Harmony's shields with their psionic beams. We'll need to target the beacon first to get through that shield. are emitting biotoxins that will degrade our navigational system.
Dee 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 dee. Yep, we do.
Hang on. The Harmony is teleporting.
So. Oh, and they are regenerating. So, cloak, full impulse.
The shield dropped when the Harmony used its energy supply to teleport. Destroying the hive beacons might give us a window to target the Harmony.
Time to use some of their own tech against them.
That's it. The shield is down. Target the Harmony. Heads up. The Harmony is teleporting again.
Again. Why are they always running? Why can't they just stay and take the pounding? Oh god, that's probably going to be bad out of context.
Let's take those beacons out and finish what we started.
Twist the mind. Break it, bend it, warp it to a form is to ascend. No voice, no command can control us. Every dimension
down to the last one, which means probably no more jumping from the Ethereans.
The shield is down. Time to target the Harvey.
And there we go!
The portal is open. We need to go to full impulse before your ship gets torn apart by a proto-matter shockwave.
Ooh. Yeah, even an Excelsior
I'm
2 would have
receiving
a hard time with
transmissions
that.
from the They're waiting for us on the other side.
Well, oh,
We are the
oh no.
Lord. Our survival is your survival. You will open your communication frequencies immediately.
Let go of my ship first and then we can talk.
The collective demands an audience. Resistance is futile.
How about no?
Together, we can eradicate all weakness in the galaxy and prevail. Perfection requires strength.
That sounds an awful lot like an alliance talk.
They're afraid. Afraid of the Ethereans and the Chimerans.
It sounds like it, but can we really trust them?
The collective has been attacked by pretenders to perfection. A threat has been posed to perfect and imperfect beings of this universe. Your survival demands that you assist us. The collective demands an audience. Resistance is futile.
Whoa, hold up a minute.
Well,
What
so
the?
much for peaceful negotiation.
An audience? It sounds like a Queen's Gambit.
Speaking of queens, I wonder what Z meant when she said someone would come for her. She seemed pretty certain the Chimerans don't have a queen. I guess we'll find out. Thanks for your assistance today. In truth, I don't know if we would have survived without you. I know we couldn't save her, but at least we saved the Midas array. That's gotta count for something.
Speaking of Ezra Tegan, do you want to take her back to Trill, to your family?
No, she worked alone. If you could beam her over, I think the Aventine would like to host a burial amongst the stars for the operator. Even though she hadn't been in Starfleet for a long time, by the sounds of it, Z was still a hero. We owe her that much.
Understood. I'll provide the transport.
Thank you. I think I understand now why Z felt so comfortable closing the portal to that universe, and why she was so ready to accept her fate. If that's the life that awaited her, then no wonder she asked us to put her out of her misery.
Yep, that
I don't
is
know
a fair
what's more
assessment.
unsettling. A Mirror-Borg Unimatrix in fluidic space, or a Jean Ress one in the Chimeran reality.
Don't really like either one.
I feel strange. Meeting yourself, watching yourself die, and being part of that choice. That's harder than I can describe. But harder yet was coming face to face with this devastating alternate reality. Who's to say what would have happened in our universe had I left Starfleet? And what might have happened in hers had she decided to stay? I guess we'll never know. How are you holding up?
Yep, she chose her own way out, so kapla.
You're right. I'll send you a report once I check in with Starfleet Command. There's a lot to reflect on. This has been a lot. I'm not sure I even have the words to describe it. Let's keep in touch. Stay safe out there.
You too, Captain. Helm, set course to Deep Space Nine. And we're gonna have to clean up the Midas arrays. It looks like it might be in the process of being assimilated. I'm not sure if I'm comfortable with that.
Thank you again for your help today. I couldn't have done it without you. Now that the Midas array is secure and free of Chimerans, comms in the area are back online, and the Alliance is sending over a unit. Cleanup and protomatter confiscation. By closing the unstable portal to the Chimeran universe, we managed to buy ourselves some time. However, I've already received reports of Chimeran incursions surfacing in other systems. Perhaps someone should consider meeting with the Borg Collective in some capacity. I know an alliance founded on the basis of fear of a common enemy can be risky, but it might be the only shot we have against the Etherians and the Chimerans. As for me, I'll be heading to Trill. I've got a word of warning for the Symbiosis Commission, should they ever be inclined to experiment with joining in protomatter in our universe.
I get the
Director
feeling
Hugh
they'll
is meeting
listen.
me there. We're hoping our combined research will convince them to put some new laws in place. Until we meet again.
Yep. Yep. Good luck, Captain. Or Skino out. Oh, met Esri Tegan. Interesting. Yep. Let's see. Pretty sure I could sell some of this stuff. Alrighty, time to offload some inventory. We actually got done with that earlier than I thought we would. That's kind of surprising, to be honest. So for those nacelles, that's a little classic Constitution. You can never go wrong with Constitution 2. Now, to dock the Excelsior 2. You have time to dock and clear out the inventory. If I remember right, it should be... Nope, it is further down. I can never remember exactly where the exchange is here. There we go. God, I really need to sort out my stuff. This is terrible. But at least I could put some of this stuff up on the auction. And if I can't use it, oh god, I just realized how bad my inventory really is. And sort that out. Sweet. And now, let's see if I could sell it. So if I can sell this stuff, oh, I can. Well, let's see what that's selling for. Purples are selling for around... So, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, and put that up for search. 13, 22, 4, but that's fair, because I'm not going to be using this. And that is just hyper impulse engines, so I'll put it for 9,000. That way it should move. If 9, 2, 3. And now for plasma torpedoes. And that's 18,000, so that's what I'll list this one as. And post. And Chronoton torpedo. Let's see how much that's going to sell for. So 12 all. 2, 1, 2, 3. Boop. And that takes care of the administrivia for that. Alright, and now let's see. Let's see what the housekeeping we got. Fleet. Holdings upgrade. Yeah, 80 fleet marks, and there's not really all that much to go, it looks like. $2741 out of 3,600. So it's a little less than 900 to go. Should be able to do that in a couple of days. As long as I stick with it. Now that everything else is filled. Dilithium. That needs fleet marks. And that also needs fleet marks. Dang it. God, I've really got some leveling up for this to do. Then I got to get the research up. And I am not... Or... See, 4,500 is all that needs. Engineering officers. Yeah, I might do that a little later. But we had our 2x daily requirement done for... And that brings us up to a total of 4. Sweet. So, event progress. Oh. And with that, we are going to go take a look at a sheep. And let's see if we can use the other parts. Nope, it's not going to let us use the Obena class, even though I really want to use those parts. This Miranda Medium is what that comes with. Whoa, what bridge is that? The Universe Bridge? Jeez, that is huge. Now that looks really cool, but it's just not fitting for this particular sheep. Well, I love those Klingon bridges, but those are definitely not bridges for a Starfleet ship. The Kor, the King, and the Koloth. Kor, King, Koloth. That actually does fit them. The Intrepid, 2371 and 2410. Constitution. Yeah, the Odyssey bridge does not fit the Odyssey class. That definitely does, though. The Kelvin Connie, nah. That I think does fit the Excelsior too, so I'll stick with that. But she is a gorgeous ship. And since we're not customizing it, let's see, manage ships. You know, I really do need to or fly the Augusta or the Alani at some point. That does have some stuff I like. The pilot ship. I love the Shangri-La, but I really don't like the pilot part. The Coffee's Grind. Arguably one of my favorite ships in the entirety of Star Trek Online. Coffee's Grind 5, and just a straight up Coffee's Grind 1763 Fox. No, it's a Miracle Worker ship. It does have the intelligence slot. But with that though, I do believe we are going to call it a night. Pretty short stream, because we did wrap that up a little bit quicker than I thought we would. So we'll end it aboard ship. So, and once we're aboard ship, load. Gotta love the loading. Holy crap, that's a big ship. The sector space, and while we're doing that, let's see who all we got online. And wow, I did not even see that pop up. Oh, let me allow that. Is it not going to let me approve that message? Really? Because I didn't see it, it expired. Dang it. Okay, let's see who all... Aruka is playing Final Fantasy XIV. Sweet. Let's see. Tomo. Let's see. Oh, it's Phasma. But you know what? We haven't rated Oni in a while, so but then again, he hasn't been online in a while, so so yeah, we're gonna rate Oni because you know, I don't think we've ever rated him before, and he's one of my fellow mods in the Minecraft server we're doing. So we're gonna go ahead and rate out on the Twitch side, and with that, I'll probably be early next week, but I should be back in the saddle probably Tuesday if I'm gonna guess right. Hopefully it'll be a normal week, but we'll see. So, but with that, good night, everyone, and I will see you all next week. Bye, bye, everybody.